Welcome back. This is Jim with Homestyle Southern Cooking in Mexico. We've been talking for the last few videos about comfort food, and I'm going to share something with you today that's I usually do just for the holidays. You can do it any time of year, but this is one of my secret binging foods that I don't tell people a lot about. If I make this, I call it my secret obsession or addiction. So what we're going to make today is we're going to make like a cookie candy that's done with crackers, chocolate chip cookies, and pecans, and it tastes kind of like a Hershey bar. So let's get started. I'm going to take my saucepan first, and in my saucepan I'm going to put 1 cup of brown sugar. And to that cup of brown sugar I've got two sticks of melted butter, or lightly melted butter. It doesn't have to be melted all the way. I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to stir that up just a little tiny bit. And then I'm going to get that started on the oven. Okay. Have to keep an eye on that. The second thing we're going to do, the next thing we're going to do, is I've got a jelly roll, just a plain jelly roll, and I covered it with aluminum foil. I'm going to take that jelly roll, and I'm going to take my favorite spray, and I'm going to spray the jelly roll. Okay, that's done. This is another really simple recipe that you can do in a hurry, but I promise you, if I make these now, if I don't call the neighbors or call somebody, by the time I go to bed tonight, these will all be gone, all of them. What I do next is I take saltine crackers, and if I can get it open here, I'm going to take the saltine crackers, and I'm just going to start lining my pan with saltine crackers. People have a hard time believing when you serve them one of these and you show them the bottom, and the bottom is a saltine cracker. They'll say, "No, you're kidding me." And I'm saying, "No, it really is just a saltine crack on the bottom." And I'll fill in these little places with, oh, the cracker's falling all apart. I'll just fill them with some bits and pieces here because I'm going to cover it all up in a few minutes anyhow. Okay. As you can see now, I've got the bottom of my tray. Let's put this little tiny piece right there. As you can see now, I've got the bottom of my tray covered with the crackers. Now I'm going to go over here where my sugar and butter are really warming up. I'm stirring these around, and I'll show you in a second. You want this to get sort of, it has to be sort of bubbly. You want to cook it for like 3 or 4 minutes, and it's got to turn sort of a caramel color. You don't need a candy thermometer or anything in for it. Just let it bubble, come to a rolling bubble, a heavy bubble. Make sure the butter, once you can really tell, because once the butter, if you look on the top of it now, you can still see there's a lot of butter on top, okay? I want to get that so it's all cooked together. These are one of those holiday things that I make all the time. I did when my kids were growing up, or I make for parties and everything, because they're so simple and they're so amazingly good. My favorite of all recipes is anything pecan. If the people who know me know that I just love pecan, and pumpkin is my #1 flavor. I love pumpkin pie, pumpkin cookies. I even make my own creamer, pumpkin creamer. So, but this has to be one of the ones that I'm really addicted to. So that's why I wanted to share this with you today. I tell you what, I'm going to let this bubble for a few minutes, and then I'll come back with you when it's bubbled, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here now and get this and show you. Turn this oven off. If you can see now, it's not all separated with butter. It's the brown sugar and the butter have all incorporated together. And what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to take it and I'm going to spoon it over top of my crackers. All over top of my crackers, and I'll spread it out. Okay. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to spread this all out. Let me get my spreader here. And I want to spread this all over my crackers. Make sure every little cracker has a little bit of this on here. This is going to be really the binding that holds it all together. This is the one that has like the Reese's or the. Okay, get this little corner right here. Okay, after I do that, I'm going to take it and put it in the oven at 450 degrees for about, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to put it in my oven now. And I'll be back in just a few seconds. Okay, and we'll get this out the oven and you'll see how bubbly it is when I take it out. You see how bubbly that is on the top? That's exactly the way you want it to be. It's at this point that I take chocolate chips. This is a small bag of chocolate chips. It's about 1.5 cups, I'd imagine. And I'm going to pour the chocolate chips all into this hot mixture. Oh, I wish we had smell vision so you could smell this. It's just incredible. Okay, now that's going to start to melt a little bit, but you might want to help it out. What I do is I usually take my spreader and I take it and I push down on it, spread it out, and then I'm going to put it back in the oven again for about another 2 minutes. And let all that chocolate melt really, really well. Be back in 2 minutes. It's been about a minute, minute and a half, so it's had a chance to melt a little bit more. So I'm going to take it out now. And you'll see that it's really melting on the top. And I'll take it, and then you can see I can start smoothing it around now. I just smooth it around till it's all leveled out. Try to get some on all the crackers. And this is my secret weapon. I use sea salt, a little bit of sea salt. It's something really good, as you know, with the taste of chocolate, something sweet and something salty together. I don't use a whole lot, but I sprinkle a little bit of sea salt on the top of it. And that would just give it that just slightly bitter taste. Now to top it all off, this is when I take my pecans. This is about a cup and a half of pecans. And I'm going to spread this all over the top of this. Okay. What I like to do after I like to do that, I like to get my spatula out and I just like take it and just sort of push the pecans down in the chocolate. So it sets the pecans in the chocolate, so it makes like a cookie candy bar. Okay, we're going to let this set here and cool for about 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll break it open. Hi, this is Jim. I wanted to show you what the finished product looked like. I tried to show you after it came right out of the refrigerator, but I had a problem with the sound. But there was a big piece of chocolate, and we just break it and put it on a plate like this. It's absolutely delicious, and it's wonderful not only for the holidays, but any time. And people are really surprised when they find the back of it's a saltine cracker. So I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. If so, I'll ask you, please subscribe. That's the most important thing. Subscribe to the channel that I know that you want me to continue making these. I hope you have a wonderful day. And until next time, I'll say adios, goodbye, and God bless.